Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Tarot Tuesday, Tuesday Tarot. Every once in a while I like to come at you with the new jingle. It's Tarot Tuesday, y'all. Get your cards. We're going to play. We have a new card spread to do today. So how are you? It's Tuesday. When I wake up and I realize that it's Tuesdays, I'm always like, oh, it's Tuesday. Like there's nothing expected of me, right? So we're going to hang out today. How are you? We have a spread called Reacquaint with Your Essence. And it really, I liked it because that's what I've been doing in my own personal life, getting reacquainted with my personal essence. So I'm going to tell you all about, it's from Good Girl No More, which also cracked me up because I am a very good girl. Okay, I'm a good girl. And I'm going to tell you about a new project I'm doing that's going to be very good for me and hopefully good for anybody who joins me or watches in. And sometimes it's just fun to observe somebody trying their best, and sometimes you pick up something along the way. So I did tell you that I started a new blog, right? herboracle.blogspot.com. Yes, I'm going the freebie route. herboracle.blogspot.com. And I'm gonna do I'm gonna go back and go through all my episodes. Yes, this will take me 100 years to do, but I'm going to as I feel like it, go back, watch the next episode for Herb Oracle. I've only done 2, and then post it on my YouTube channel with a whole bunch of comments. I'm commentating the whole way, and so far it's been hilarious and good because I said things that I didn't remember that I said. And then there are some things that I'm like, yep, still doing that 100%. Or, it's fun to see how far I've come. It's fun to see what hasn't changed one bit. And then to hear me say things that I had no memory of saying, I was like, I wouldn't have never guessed. I'd have never guessed I said that. Those kind of things crack me up. So I'm doing that on herboracle.blogspot.com. Did you write it down yet? And I'm also just doing I did a random post, and then the post I did last night was of the new book, the books that I'm reading by Florence Scovel Shinn. Okay, so I read that book. It's 4 books: The Game of Life and How to Play It, Your Word is Your Wand, The Secret Door to Success, and The Power of the Spoken Word. It's a collection of her writings. I devoured the book. Oh, I friggin' devoured it. And now I'm going back and I'm highlighting, I'm taking notes, I'm writing down affirmations, and I uploaded my notes to actually the Patreon page at Herbal Marie, because that's apparently Blogger won't let you upload a PDF. I'm like, what are you even good for? So anyways, I put the pictures on my blog, but I also put a link on, if you go to the mugwort page, since mugwort is our herb of the week, I'll bring those affirmations over here. We'll talk about those next. I put an extra download on the herb of the week, mugwort. So if you wanted to check out my notes, you're going to love it. If you hung out with me last year and you did the laws of the universe with me, you will love Flossie. You will flippin' love her because she was ahead of her times in the early 1900s, 1920s. That's when she published her first book, 1925. And she knew about the laws of the universe. So you will love it. You will love it, love it, love it. So I did a live stream on my YouTube channel because all of a sudden, like, Spirit was like, you've taken these notes, now tell everybody about them. I was going to do it here on the podcast, and all of a sudden Spirit was like, YouTube. And I was like, what? But I was wearing a nice shirt, so I was like, okay, fine. All right, fine. I'll do a live stream. And it went pretty okay. And I put that video on my blog as well. You can check it out. So anyways, that's my new thing to keep me busy and help me reprogram my mind. Because here's the thing, y'all. We have been talking about all this. We've been making progress. Absolutely. But I just feel like for me, and probably for you too, it is time for us to quit dicking around, and we really need to clean up our energetic act so that everything we do, think, and say is really starting to serve us. Like, I'm to the point where I might even delete some songs off of my Spotify playlist, because even though I love the music, the lyrics are bogus bullshit. And like, the lyrics, even though they're funny to me, they're not what I would actually want to manifest in my life. And now that I've been hanging out with Flossie, I totally get that my subconscious does not have a sense of humor. It takes everything very literal. So if I'm singing a song like, I'm a lonely bitch, well, is that really the affirmation I want to be repeating in my head all day? Probably not. What I want to do is hang out with Mugwort and say, I am intuitive. I listen to the guidance of my dreams and hunches. I can see clearly. I never miss a trick, honey. I never miss my opportunities. I integrate all aspects of my multidimensional consciousness. Yeah, that's a whole lot different than I'm a lonely bitch. You hear me? So anyways, it's been a great time this week within my body. I am body and spirit. I am light and dark. I've been having my period this week, and you would think like that would give me a break from hormones, but I've actually been thinking constantly about this particular cowboy that I saw last week when I was shopping, and I'm back on wanting to love her again. I know. I haven't talked about it for a couple weeks, and everyone was like, ugh. Good. Sadie is finally giving us a break with constantly saying how she wants to manifest a lover. But like this week, I don't know if you've ever had a horny period, but like this week, they're the best, worst, so the worst, best things ever. But this week, I really want my cowboy. So anyways, I am flowing and honoring the cycles of life, and I am ready to draw unto me everything that is divinely mine under grace. I just am ready to manifest better, like way better. Tomorrow we're going to manifest more inspiration. And I just feel like it's time. And I feel like mugwort is actually the perfect herb this week, because she's saying like, hey, come make a little bit of my tea today and meditate and just kind of see where your intuition takes you. Because intuition, in my notes that I put on my blog, is learning from within, and there is much that you are ready. There's much guidance that you are ready to listen to. So we really want to follow all our dreams and all our hunches and all our good vibes. And hey, you know what? If a cowboy is what I'm obsessed about this week, then a cowboy I shall have. You feel me? This affirmation minute is brought to you by our magical herb of the week, mugwort, and I dedicate them all to you. Thank you. I am intuitive. I listen to the guidance of my dreams and hunches. I can see clearly. I never miss a trick. I integrate all aspects of my multidimensional consciousness. I am body and spirit. I am light and dark. I am flowing and honoring the cycles of life. I am intuitive. I listen to the guidance of my dreams and hunches. I can see clearly. I never miss a trick. I integrate all aspects of my multidimensional consciousness. I am body and spirit. I am light and dark. I am flowing and honoring the cycles of life. So be it. So I don't know if you can tell, but all I've had this morning is a big mason jar full of creamy coffee and the last 2 dates, Medjool dates. So on my shopping list, I wrote down coffee and then I wrote down dates, and then I laughed because I might be manifesting myself a coffee date with a cowboy. All right, so anyways, let's talk about this tarot spread that we're going to do now. This could be used with oracle cards too. Like, oh my God, like I almost, no offense to tarot, but I almost want to use oracle cards for this. So this would work for whatever you want to do, okay? So you can grab whatever deck you want. It's a 6-card pull. Now, don't run away. Don't get scared. You're going to like these questions because they're all about you. And I've posted that. I'll be posting this spread on Herb Oracle. I already posted it at Tarot Spread Layout. That's where I'm posting some of my most favorite spreads that I find. But I want to tell you real quick, because I keep on forgetting. I want to tell you about an incredible tarot spread page called Cartomancy _spreads. If you're on Instagram, she's got 2233 posts, and she's got 23.2 thousand followers, and she follows no one. She's like, fuck you all. Anyways, you can find way too many spreads here on Cartomancy _spreads. So I just want to share that with you because it's an incredible resource. I'm just posting the ones I really, really like at Tarot Spread Layout because I want to be inspired, not exactly overwhelmed. So when I found this one at Good Girl No More, _no more, and I think I found it through Cartomancy Spreads actually, I wanted to do it because I felt like I've already been doing some of these exploratory questions. These would be good journal questions as well. And let me read you what Good Girl _no more wrote. She says, at Doorway to Self, posted a wonderful video yesterday about the astrological portal today. Jupiter and Pluto conjunction. So this was at the end of June. And she mentioned that one of the ways you can tap into this portal is by spending time with yourself and your essence if you've been missing yourself. So that just cracked me up because what have I been doing since the end of June? I deleted my fake book. I freed up all this time, and guess who I gave it to? Me. So Good Girl No More says, as soon as she said that, I knew that, yep, I'll be doing that. And yep, I needed to make a spread for all of you too. If we're on this journey of reclaiming our lives after people pleasing, there's a lot of ourselves we need to unearth and get cozy with again. I hope this spread will help you do just that. Happy Portal Day. Happy Portal Day to you too, Good Girl No More. And she also says, if you would like me to do a reading for you with this spread, I'm happy to do that. She says this spread offering is donation based. Just DM me. So if you want to have her do a reading for you, send her a message and send her a donation. Okay. So here's the 6 questions. I'll read them to you, and then you can decide if you want to hang out and shuffle and pull cards with me, or maybe do this later, or like I said, these would be good journal prompts as well. So there's 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. Let's see what they say. I don't know if it matters what order. Let's see here. She says, what have I let fall away that lights me up? Good question. First one is, what have I let fall away that lights me up? So that's a really good question. I looked up and saw 444. Because one of the things that I'm doing in every facet of my life is trying to only do that which really resonates with me, that which I want to do, that which I'm passionate about, like only good, only stuff that lights me up. Now, what have I let fall away that lights me up? Okay, that's one question. Another one is, what do I want that I'm scared to go after? Cowboys. I'm not scared of no cowboys. What do I want that I am scared to go after? Ooh, that'll be like a question that our tarot deck will be like slapping it to us. What do I want that I'm scared to go after? So is there something that you want that you're just being a total chicken shit about? This is that question that's going to clue you in. The third one on the top, what do I need to embrace about myself? What do I need to embrace about myself? We might already know the answer to that. Each of us individually probably is well aware of something that we need to embrace about ourselves. Like, it's time, okay? It is time to love ourselves completely. So that is a great question to think about. On the bottom, the questions are, what can I do to come into harmony with myself? That is the name of the game, y'all. Really just coming into harmony with ourselves. Like Flossie, my new friend Flossie, would say, obliterate all negative thinking. Like, enough of it already. You need to be in harmony with yourself. Okay, and then the next question is, what does my inner child want me to know? See, this is a big spread. What does my inner child want me to know? And the last one is, what makes me feel most like me? What makes me feel most like me? So these to me are like kind of maybe gonna be, I always think certain questions are gonna be a challenge to answer with my tarot deck. I'm using the Herb Crafters Tarot. But hey, I've been pleasantly surprised, I think pretty much every single time that I've said that. Like, I'm like, I don't really know if my tarot deck can handle this. And then it does. And then it actually does give me some good insight. Like, I'm kind of getting to the point with this deck that I'm like, I don't know what else it could tell me that I don't already know. But hey, that's an arrogant way of thinking, and I'm going to remain open-minded. And then we'll just kind of check it out. So anyways, that's what we're doing. If you like that idea, please make yourself some tea. I'm going to have generic Walmart Great Value throat Slimer tea. And and I will get my deck shuffled. And gosh, is there anything else I need to tell you? I don't think so. But I would like you to come visit and check out my blog. It is pretty. It is pretty at herboracle.blogspot.com. It's pretty because I let Blogger do all the work for me, okay, granted, but it works so well with my vibe. And I put some yellow in it last night with Flossie, and I just think you're gonna be proud of me. Like my best friend Asiel, the Oracle, texted me this morning. He says, I am so proud of you. I love that man so much. So anyways, love. Get it on your plate. Try to, train your mind to see the good. And we will shuffle our tarot cards or oracle cards. And we're going to ask these 6 amazing questions from Good Girl No More. And just kind of see what we can learn about ourselves. This is the Reacquaint with Your Essence spread. And the questions are fantastic. So I'm going to push pause and shuffle my cards obnoxiously. Truly, I'm going to shuffle it to the point where I'm like, whew, we are clear here, and we are going to pull in the best messages to hear today. All right, yeah, that was really loud. Like someone who smacks their lips like when they eat, like could you eat any louder? Like there was a point where I was like, could you shuffle any louder? That is obnoxious. And I was like, yeah, watch me. All right. I'm thinking what we need to do today, just because this is what I thought we should do, and I never ignore my hunches. I think what we should do is read the question, pull the card for all 6, and then one more shuffle, and then go back and then look and see what we pulled. If not, we'll be here like a long time. It's already 10:13. It's 10:13 on July 14, and yeah, let's do that for the sake of my daughters too, who are like upstairs thinking, hurry the fuck up, Mom. I love having teenagers. Okay. So let's do that. Okay. I'm going to read the question. We're going to shuffle together. Did you make your tea? You're supposed to push pause and go make tea. It's important. If we're hanging out on Tuesdays, pulling tarot cards, we need to be drinking tea. Mine's like way too hot. Okay, ready? Reacquaint with your essence. All right, first question. I'm gonna read the question. You're gonna pull the card, and we're just gonna leave it face down until we do all 6, and then we'll go back and we'll be pleasantly surprised as to what we pulled. Okay, so the first question is, what have I let fall away that lights me up? What have I let fall away that lights me up? Like something that I used to love doing or thinking, or whoa, good Lord. All right, one chucked itself out over to the side of me. So there it is. And like literally half, like a little chunky chunk of the deck fell, and I'm seeing a bunch of 2s right now. Okay, so that's fine. That's one way to come out of the deck. Wow. Okay, so there is definitely something I have let fall away that lights me up. It's probably sex. But maybe there's something else. Okay, next question. We're going to do the top row first. We're going left to right. Shuffle the deck. Wow, calm the deck down. All right, what do I want that I'm scared to go after? What do I want that I'm scared to go after? Ooh, maybe something about money, financial independence. What do I want? Off the bottom, there it is. What do I want that I'm scared to go after? Okay, did you get your cards? Mine are coming out quick. Okay, so that one is something that we want that we're scared to go after. Okay, now the one on the last one on the top at the right. What do I need to embrace about myself? Certain body parts. Okay. What do I need to embrace about myself? The Herbal Tarot. Go ahead and clue me in. What do I need to embrace about myself? What do I need to embrace about myself? Whoa. That one flew out. I almost thought I could see what it was, but it landed face down. So good. The surprises are being kept. That was fun. Okay. Something I need to embrace about myself. Man, whatever that is, that was a real free fall, and it even, oh man, it fell like right on the corner. It bent the one corner. Like it really was going down. But you know what? Like something that's going to maybe free up some energy or make me feel free enough to do that. Something I need to embrace about myself. Okay, that'll be interesting. Ready to do the bottom ones? Or do you need to catch up? Go ahead and catch up. I'll wait for you. I love tea. All right, I love tea. What can I do? We're going bottom. Now, we're doing the bottom one on the left. What can I do to come into harmony with myself? I mean, I'm getting there, y'all. I am getting there. But if there is anything else I can do to come into harmony with myself, I mean, what I can really think of personally, like, because, you know, we don't need the cards, y'all. We are our own insightful, intuitive people with even without cards, and I can read myself any time of the day. And I would say, what do I still need to work on to come into harmony with myself? My thoughts that I think. Continue on my forgiveness practice. Don't hold resentment. You know, the same old, same old. But let's see what the cards say. What can I do to come into harmony with myself? Okay, I'm going to try not to look and see what that was. It flipped up and I saw a lot of water and blue on the card, but as soon as I realized it had flipped in the deck and was looking at me, I closed my eyes. Like, I am really hell-bent on getting a good surprise here. What does my inner child want me to know? This is the middle one on the bottom. What does my inner child want me to know? Okay, this one is coming up in my hand. That's what my inner child wants me to know. And last question, bottom right, what makes me feel most like me? What makes me feel most like me? That's a great question. What makes me feel most like me? What makes me feel? Okay, that was pretty specific. I love it when they pop up and they're in my hand and there's no arguing with that. There's no doubt in that. Clear, clear, clear. So I love that I've got 6 cards in front of me. Did you get yours? Push pause and catch up if you need to. While I gulp tea in your ear. All right. Oh, hey, I know something I want to tell you. I ordered a new deck. Haha, surprise, surprise. This one's coming from the UK. And I found it on Etsy. And it was totally Flossie's idea because we were hanging out. And it's being shipped with Royal Mail from the UK. It's called Nature's Messages. Nature's Messages. And it's, you know what they are? You're going to love this. They're flower fairies, like little kids. So I feel like lately, over the last couple weeks, I really have been tuning into my inner child, thinking about what makes me happy, thinking about what excites me, putting faith into the universe that if I spend some money, it'll come right back to me. And, you know, I deserve to have all the fun things that make me feel alive and help reacquaint with my essence. And also, if you've been following my podcast, you know that I've been connecting with my maiden essence. I got out that old tote of pictures. Now I have thrown most of them away, and I don't give a shit because I don't want to be toting around stuff. But what I did benefit, what I did gain from it is seeing my old dreams, like what I used to love doing. I found collages, I found poetry, writing, just a lot of the things that definitely I used to take such joy in. I found an old skirt that I made. I'm going to post a picture on my blog sometime because it is such an interesting piece of fashion. It really is. And I just really loved connecting with that energy and reacquainting with my essence, my maiden essence. I saw pictures of me from when I was a kid, my inner child essence. I'm trying to bring all of the best aspects into my now moment and really have them help me be more playful and enjoy my life even more. So anyways, that is definitely why this spread by Good Girl No More totally resonated with me. I think it's so important to reacquaint with your essence regularly. Okay. Are we ready? Where's my guidebook for this? Oh, it's under my phone. It's hiding under my phone. Okay. Because we are definitely going to be opening up the Herb Crafters Tarot Guidebook and seeing what the key words are at least, you know? All right, so what have I let fall away that lights me up? What have I let fall away that lights me up? I'm kind of nervous and excited, like I'm having a date here with these cards. Like, ooh, I don't know what this is going to be like. This is new. Okay. What have I let fall away that lights me up? I've let it fall away. My cards are telling me I've let this fall away a little bit, but it's something that lights me up. Ooh, it's the Six of Earth, pine. And the first thing that I see is fire, like a campground fire. And I would say, yeah, I have not had a summer fire yet. I let that fall away. Like the fire pit is no longer even a fire pit. There's like sweet Annie and lamb's quarter growing in it. You know, I don't even have any wood to burn, even though at some point I got that old garden bed to burn. I need to have myself a fire. So this card, I don't really feel like I've ever pulled it before. Six of Earth, pine. Ooh, I gotta tell you something about pine. So last Friday, I go to clean my office that I clean, and I clean one office, and then I drive around the complex up to an upper parking lot, and then I clean like a little tiny entryway up there. Well, when I drove up, I was like, oh my God, they cut down all the pine trees. There was this row of long needle white pine trees that I loved because like there was this one place I could walk the garbage over to the next parking lot. And it was like this little magical walk through. And I would always put my one hand out and pet the long, soft needles and say hello to the pine trees. And they cut them all down. I'm like, you idiots, you know? Like, what the hell are you thinking? Like, why would they even want to open up the two part? Like, I just don't understand. They're probably gonna like dig up the stumps and put some dumb little bushes in between, you know? But these trees were magnificent, and they provided like a nice kind of like nature feel. And I just sometimes don't get why people do what they do. So anyways, and if I would, and just the week before I walked through them and I was loving them, and I was thinking, I love walking through these trees. And then the next fucking week, they're gone. Okay, so anyways, what have I let fall away that lights me up? Some fire in my life. The Six of Earth, pine, says, ground yourself in community. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not immersed in local community whatsoever right now. That's funny. Like I'm not. The library's been closed. Like I'm not volunteering anywhere. Like I'm not really letting anyone lay eyes on me. Like I've definitely let community fall away. All right, so Pine is saying ground yourself in community, share your resources, your generosity will circle back to you. The soul remains evergreen. So what have I let fall away that lights me up? Being generous in community and, you know, interacting with people. I do love that. Oh, I do, you guys. But like, I just want to argue for 1 second with the Six of Earth. Like, technically last night when I went live on YouTube, I was sharing my resources, and I was I was putting myself out there. Was I grounding myself in community? Maybe not. Kinda, sorta. But at least I put the camera in front of my face. You know what I mean? All right, I get it. Ground yourself in community. You've let community fall away. You are a generous person, but maybe lately you have not been as generous as you could be. And I do feel really good. And I'm getting ready to be generous again. Like I have a bag of clothes to donate to my neighbor. I'm going to walk down there later. So yeah, I feel like Pine is saying get back into community. Ooh, maybe it's talking about my actual local neighborhood because it's been so hot. Like last week was so hot. It was like 90 degrees. So I wasn't outside because I just like it was intense. It was a scorcher. And yeah, I was sort of resentful to my neighbors. I have a swimming pool that will never invite me over. Like I've come to peace with that. That's fine. So I really am not like I'm sending them blessings, but it's blessings like be gone, right? I bless you, but don't expect much from me, which is not very nice of me. I get that. So maybe Pine is saying, you know what? You actually do feel better when you're this nice, sweet neighbor. So why don't you get back to that? Your soul remains evergreen. Okay, you can share your resources. Your generosity will circle back to you, but also you like being generous. You like being nice. You like laughing, right? Which that's what kind of killed me because it's like, yo, I could be like such a fun friend for you, but your wife's a bitch. So anyways, I need to be nicer. I feel like maybe that's what the Six of Earth is saying, but also ground myself in community. So what have I let fall away that lights me up? Pine says life is generative. Share with friends. Support each other in times of plenty and times of lack. Celebrate what you have. So yeah, maybe there was a little bit of an energetic shift whenever I deleted Facebook, right? So, I mean, it cut me off from a lot of people. So maybe I'll have to think about connecting with them deliberately. But you know what? Also, it's like if you delete your Facebook and they don't notice, and it's just like, hey, you can't let yourself feel too bad. I mean, like I felt such a strong urge to remove myself from Facebook. I never violate my hunches. If that's what I felt like I needed to do, that's what I do. But Pine is also saying, make sure that you're gracious with your resources, be generous with those in needs, make sure that you are still working for Gaia and gathering the community together and teaching what you know. So I've been doing that. Recognize the bounty in your life. Look for ways to share your abundance with others. So I'm just laughing in my head because I love it whenever I pull a card and I want to argue with it or I feel a little defensive because that tells me it struck a chord. That tells me that Pine, the Six of Earth, might be on to something because my ego got defensive. What have I let fall away that lights me up? Community, being generous, sharing my resources, teaching what I know. Yeah, so I need to get back to Herbal Marie as well. Like I am on summer vacation now and I can totally enjoy myself, but I think my tarot cards are saying, remember, you have not fulfilled your commitment with the podcast Herbal Marie. You still have a lot to teach. You still have more resources to share. You have an abundance that you need to put out there. So don't think for one fucking minute you're done with that. All right, moving on. What did your card say? Did your card piss you off? Okay, so I feel like I do need to make a fire soon. I love what's on this table. There is a circle of ancient stones surrounding a warm fire. Ooh, I wonder if I can are you allowed to put sandstone around fire, or are those the type that explode? I'm going to have to look into that because I have these big rocks that have been in the garden, but now the garden is growing over the rocks and I'm like, where can I put these rocks? Like maybe around the fire pit area might be a good idea. Thank you, Six of Earth. That is a good suggestion. But anyways, on this table, a rustic pine table, there's these small muslin bundles and they're adorned with red string and pine sprigs and cones. Bundles made with friends at solstice. The sun has set and moonlight glows across the field. The shadow of a rich evergreen forest is seen beyond the meadow. So this might also be an invitation for me, like, what have I let fall away that lights me up? How about staying up with your friends and having a bonfire? I could totally invite myself to my friend's house in the woods. Her name's Charity. They love to have fires. Like, I should do that. I should do that soon, and just kind of connect with that energy. So anyways, there's our first card. Let's drink our tea. Whew. Okay, I'm always, like I said, happy to be offended by my cards. No, I love it. I love getting my ass handed to me, because I want to feel the best I can feel. I don't want to get to the end of my life and have any real regrets. So if Spirit wants to clue me in on a little of this, on a little of that, I appreciate Spirit. I appreciate that divination. So thank you, Pine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, the top middle card asks, what do I want that I'm scared to go after? This could be funny. You ready? What do I want that I'm scared to go after? I know this deck, there aren't any cowboys on this deck. Okay, what do I want that I'm scared to go after? The card is garlic. The card is strength. Number 8, strength. Maybe very literal. I mean, yeah, what do I want that I'm scared to go after? I often, like, when I look in the mirror, the older I get, the stronger my body looks. It's just weird. Like, I'm turning into a machine. And I think like I should work out and lift weights, but then I'm like, no, you'd be like too muscular. You know, you'd be too masculine, I think. But you know what? Maybe like I need to acknowledge that hesitation and like see it as something that I should walk up to and look. Like, you know what? Maybe I would love even being stronger. Maybe I would love more muscles in my butt. I actually probably would love that. So what do I want that I'm scared to go after? Number 8, strength, and with garlic is coming in. I do need to do another garlic cleanse. My last one really cleaned me out, and it was a little bit alarming, but I really do need to eat more garlic. Especially now that, you know, I'm single, like this is a perfect time to totally garlic up and be stinky and just embrace it. There's no one here to criticize me. So like maybe any hesitation I have with the actual garlic, maybe it's just a good time to go for it. But the question is, what do I want that I'm scared to go after? And garlic says, lead with a bold, kind heart. So I really do want to lead with my heart. Does that scare me a little bit? Does that scare me to quit reasoning with my logical mind and just lead with my heart and be kind? Is there some kind of a weird reverse psychobabble thing going on there? Like, I want to be kind, but I'm scared to be kind all the time. Like, my judgmental bitch is like, hey, honey, I wouldn't be kind all the time, you know? Garlic also says, gentle healing builds resilience, and power sweetened is strength unmatched. So I would say, what do I want that I'm scared to go after? Leading a life, maybe leading a life with my heart, right? Being gentle. Like maybe I was sort of thinking about that the other day. Like, do I always have to be so tough? Do I always have, like, life has made me tough. Life has made me this way because, like, just circumstances and, yeah, my own personal choices and judgments and energy and rejection and the way I coped and dealt with that. Like, I am very, 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 very strong. And maybe sometimes I do lack kindness because I feel like I might have to punch somebody in the face. Like, I get that. So it's like I get that maybe letting that go and being kind and leading with my heart, having sweet power, could be something that I want, but I'm a little afraid of, right? Because I think, will that work enough? Will that work good for me? So anyways, thank you for showing me that garlic. This is there's honey on this table, because if you've ever had garlic and honey, yum yum, it works even faster and more powerful, even though it's sweeter. It takes all that garlic straight to every single cell in your body, and it tastes delicious on rice. So there are rose petals too on this card. It's just beautiful. And garlic says courage dwells in the soft spirit. Meet adversity with inner fire. Garlic strengthens the heart and increases stamina. You have the power to persevere. So yeah, if I want strength and endurance and perseverance, don't be afraid to go get it. Don't be afraid to work that body out. Now's the time, honey. You're 42. Like, use it or lose it. Cultivate reliable habits that enhance vitality. So if you plant garlic around roses, it encourages more flowers to bloom. So it's like the beautiful rose benefits from the stinky, strong garlic, and you will too. You will too. Get garlic in you every day. It boosts the immune system. It will protect against illness. You could drink some garlic tea. You could fire up the body, igniting passion. You could step into your power, remembering that a compassionate approach is powerful. So, wow, embrace both the gentle and the wild within. So, what do I want that I'm scared to go after? Maybe some gentleness, maybe some wildness, maybe some strength, maybe some endurance, maybe some garlic breath. Don't be afraid to go after it, right? Don't be afraid of any challenging encounter. Don't be afraid of difficult times ahead. You can handle it. There is no lions on your path that you need to be scared of. If there's a lion on your path, honey, go up to it, look it straight in the eye, and watch it turn into a kitten. That's what my friend Flossie told me. So lead with a bold, kind heart. If there's anything that you want that you're scared to go after, just know that power sweetened is strength unmatched. So be a sweetheart. Get your muscles and be a sweetheart, honey. All right, cute. Let's do the third one on the top, and then we'll take a little break and drink the rest of our tea. The third one on the top says, what do I need to embrace about myself? I think this one was the one that flew on the floor so hard, right? And is this the one that bent the corner a little bit? I think so. Okay, what do I need to embrace about myself? Standing up, sitting up straight, tall, and I'm not going to get offended, whatever it says. Oh, it's the slippery elm card. So what do I need to embrace about myself? My shitty old house. Right, the fact that sometimes I am vulnerable, just like the new slippery elm tree that's got its bamboo protection. You know, sometimes I need a little assistance. What do I need to embrace about myself? Sometimes I do look a little dilapidated and old, just like this white house that has a boarded up window, right? But it's a solid house. It might not be completely aesthetic and new and shiny, but it's solid and reliable. So what do I need to embrace about myself? Well, the fact that sometimes I look a little rough around the edges, but this loyalty I got, this love I give, you can depend on me. So I need to embrace the fact that, like, I don't always look so sweet, but I am a good house. I am a good house. I can depend on me. And there are a lot of things about me that I can appreciate and I can embrace. So this is 5 of Earth. I couldn't read it because it was upside down. 5 of Earth, slippery elm. And slippery elm says, soothe the pain of those in need. even the wounded can heal. You have the skills it takes to survive any crisis. So this resilience I have, this tough as nails and put up with whatever I need to, that is a really good thing to embrace about myself. Like, I was sort of knocking it just one card ago. Garlic, you know what I mean? I was saying, like, God, why do I gotta be so tough? Why do I gotta be so strong? Why do I gotta be so hard? Why do I gotta be so bitch? And Slippery Elm is actually saying, like, yeah, but you know what? Go ahead and embrace that shadow side of yourself, because you have the skills that it takes to survive any situation. You are a tough cookie, but you're a sweet cookie, and you smell like a cookie. So you can heal pretty much any situation. And you are well equipped for whatever life puts your way. So embrace that about yourself. Embrace your rough edges, and definitely embrace your house. I feel like there is definitely a message there, like, don't condemn your house that is in need of repairs. It is your home, and it loves you, and you love it. So let's bolster that. Really, 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 really. What do I need to embrace about myself? You have the skills to protect what remains and make it through any crisis or any hardship or any economic hardship, whatever's going on. Create a warm and comforting place to hole up while your situation improves. So what do I need to embrace myself? Embrace my resiliency. I think so. And definitely my home. And definitely the fact that, like, yeah, like, sometimes it's like I cannot believe, like, what I have to put up with. But guess what? I'm the best person equipped to handle it, and I can do it. And never, never, never knock that as if it's a bad thing, because you are strong and resilient, and you are soothing. And these are all beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things. So on the top row, we have the 6 of Earth, the Strength card, and the 5 of Earth. All coming in to help me reacquaint myself with my essence. Yeah, so that is definitely what you want to be looking at. Like, how are these cards reacquainting you with your essence? What are these cards showing you? So far these cards are showing me that I would like to connect with community. I would like to have friends to sit around a fire. I would like to be around pine trees. I do love garlic. I love being strong. I love my house. I love being soothing. I love being sweet and kind. And I need to appreciate these things about me. They're part of me. That tough lady is a part of me. So yeah, I need to reacquaint myself with her and embrace those things about myself. And my garlic breath. Hi, how are you? Okay, so I feel like my cowboy also loves garlic. And let's go down. Hey, I'm just keeping him on the queue. I'm ready for some fun, y'all. I'm ready to take a ride. Okay, here we go. Ready to do the last 3 cards? This spread is from Good Girl No More. I love it. Good Girl No More. Who is this? Using the woo. This is her Instagram page. Follow her at goodgirl_no_more. Using the woo to empower you to kick people pleasing and live your most authentic life. All people welcome. So anyways, it seems like Good Girl was a people pleaser to the extent that she needs to not do that anymore. Even though, honey, you're still pleasing us with these card spreads. I love it. I love it. Okay. I'm so glad we picked out the cards ahead of time. Like, that really has, like, bolstered up and increased, like, the suspense for me. And this has been fun. Okay, next question. This is bottom left. What can I do to come into harmony with myself? What can I do to come into harmony with myself, and the card is a reversed Mint. 4 of Wands. Okay, so I feel like this is like the 3rd time we've pulled Mint this summer or this year. Did we not get this all the damn time? This is the scene where we have the mint water. We've got 4 little mason jars. We got a pitcher of mint water. We've got a bird, a blue jay on a bird bath on the background. We're having a drink. Now, I love the fact that this card is directly under the 6 of Earth with that campfire and those pine solstice things that we made with the red ribbon with our friends. This is reversed, which makes me think, where are your friends at? Right? Like, I don't see your friends in this picture. Are you going to drink all 4 of those glasses yourself? What can I do to come into harmony with myself? 4 of water. She says, take time to refresh your spirit. Prevent plenty from becoming too much. Quench your thirst with gratitude. So what can I do to come into harmony with myself? Get your ass back on the gratitude train. Like, I mean, be blessing everyone and everything all day long. Refresh your spirit, of course. Oh, keep on refreshing your spirit. It really does feel so good. But also keep preventing plenty from becoming too much. So just like I told you about Cardamom Sea Spreads, that account, and she's got so many spreads, that would feel like too much for me, right? That's why I'm focusing in on what I really resonate with, what I really prefer, what I actually want to do. Oh yeah, you can think of a billion ideas in your head, but that would feel like too much. You want to feel abundant, feel inspired. We're going to manifest more inspiration tomorrow. Come back. Feel inspired, but don't feel overwhelmed. Prevent plenty from becoming too much. So the question is, what can I do to come into harmony with myself? Refresh yourself, take it easy, do what you want. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed because you are abundant. Feel like you have plenty, but don't feel like it's too much, and get on the gratitude. I mean, everything. I love this. I love that. I'm thankful for this. Thank you for my blessings. Thank you for my cowboy. Be thankful for what you have and what is coming to you. So yeah, that's why I get mint all the time, because I do need to refresh my spirit. I had one hell of a first half of the year, 2020. 2019, 2018, good Lord. Like, I got a couple years to refresh my spirit from. So I got to keep on making sure I do that so I can come into harmony with myself. So refreshment and gratitude and taking it easy and just only doing what I want are going to be my magical tickets for coming into harmony with myself. I need to build a foundation for emotional stability with a gratitude practice, with a constant gratitude practice. How can I come into harmony with myself? Sit quietly and bring my awareness to what I have overlooked, right? I need to notice and appreciate the blessings in my life. I need to notice and appreciate them. I don't want to take any of my beautiful abundance for granted, right? So I need to refresh, and then be thankful and grateful. Yeah, uplifting practices. What do I need to do to come into harmony with myself? Only do uplifting practices. Yeah, so that's why mint is so important for me. Okay, middle card on the bottom. What does my inner child want me to know? Are you ready? Are you ready to flip your card over on the bottom? Middle one on the bottom. This one is going to tell you what your inner child wants you to know. And it is another reversed card, the 3 of Air. So I think the Three of Air is like the Three of Swords, like that traditional tarot cards that have the heart and the three swords puncturing the heart and there's like blood everywhere. I feel like my inner child is saying like nothing can break your heart because your heart is so big. It's like psh, sword, psh, whatever, psh, psh, psh. I feel like that's what my inner child right away wanted me to know. Let's look in the book. There's 3 beautiful upside down echinacea, the Three of Air. What does my inner child want me to know? Speak the truth about your heartbreak. Be the medicine that heals the purest heart. And healing from grief takes time. So yeah, that is all true. But I feel like because it's reversed, I feel like my inner child is saying enough of that. Enough of that. Enough of that heartbreak bullshit. We're ready to play now. We're ready to have fun. Like, okay, it took you a solid 4.5, 5 months to recover from all that heartbreak. That's good. That's good now. That's good. I'm glad you're honest. Speak the truth, fine. But guess what? You are the medicine that heals your purest heart. And it's been enough time. I feel like my inner child says we are ready to let it go. That's why it's reversed. That's why those echinaceas look like at any point they could just fall to the ground as if they're not even anchored in the soil anymore. They're just ready to be dropped. We are ready to let that go. You have embraced the painful truths. You have looked at the grief straight on, like the lion. You have turned your heartache into a kitten. Okay? Your heart is purring now. Your heart is healed now. The inner child is ready to go find something fun to do. So the healing has happened. The inner child wants me to know that I have learned from the devastation. I've accepted the loss. I'm resilient now. I've embraced my truths, even if they were painful. And, you know, I looked to my allies, my herbal allies, my spiritual allies. Rumi poetry has been so helpful. And yeah, I feel like my inner child wants me to know that I have healed. And as I have healed my heart, I've helped heal the earth. And I'm doing the work. And I'm ready. I'm ready to let it go. And not that it's like let it go before its time is ready to be let go. Like it is now ready to be let go. So I'm allowed now to let it go and go have some fun. Thank you, inner child. I love you so much. Oh, I love her so much. Okay, last card. This has been fun. This has been good. I'm going to leave these cards out on my desk today, I think, for a little while anyways, so that when I walk by, I can really let these messages sink in, and I can really see the pine, and I can really see the garlic, and the slippery elm, and the mint, and the echinacea, and be like, yes, I need all of you in my life. Thank you. Thank you for helping me reacquaint with my essence. That you guys are all good, and I love you. I appreciate you. All right, last one. The last question is, what makes me feel most like me? I don't even know. I have no expectation. Like, I'm trying to see every single card in this deck and make a guess, like which one it could be. What makes me feel most like me? I don't know. Is there a dancing card? Is there a music card? Is there a running at the mouth recording podcast card? Is there a walking barefoot in the grass card? What makes me feel most like me? So even before we turn over these cards and see what our decks want to show us, seriously, take a minute and think to yourself, what does make you feel most like you? And acknowledge that's your thing that you should do. That's your way that you should be. There's no one else like you. You have a divine plan that is uniquely yours. So make sure that you are honoring yourself by doing your very best to follow your hunches, your intuition, what makes you happy, what you want, what lights you up, what makes you feel harmonious. Like, make sure that you are doing yourself the service of a lifetime and connecting with that, right? So reacquaint with your essence of who you are to the best of your ability every single day, right? Like Bashar says, follow your passion and your excitement to the best of your ability without expectation. Just be that inner child and being like following the butterfly because it's beautiful and flittery, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in a place where you're surrounded by something even more beautiful and fun, and just let yourself be guided by your heart, right? And that's what Garlic was saying too, like don't be afraid to be led and go after what you want, being heart-led, heart-inspired. All right, what makes me feel most like me? Ooh, I got eucalyptus, 7 of air, and it is reversed. What the hell does that mean? I did not pick this card in my head. I actually didn't pick any card. I didn't have any expectations. What makes me feel most like me? Breathing. That's how we're ending this podcast. Breathing, Sadie. That's what makes you feel most like you. But that actually might make sense. Getting into that still, quiet, meditative space, getting to the most simplest, basic, truest essence of who I am, which is my breath. So yeah, that probably actually is the best answer. What makes me feel most like me? Breathing, sitting there, just quieting my mind and focusing on my breath. That is the truest me. Everything after that is probably personality or ego or, heart and love and all that. But what makes me feel most like me? Just sitting there focusing on my breathing. That is the most me. Let's see what 7 of air says though. All right, good answer. Eucalyptus says, trust in reason. Oh no, that's not what we're doing. We're being led by our heart, but it is reversed. Interesting. Do not be swayed by popular opinion. Respond with integrity. Okay. So what makes me feel most like me? I guess it is reversed, and it's saying like, just do whatever you want. Don't be listening to what other people think. Be full of integrity. Trust in yourself, right? And do not be swayed by anyone else. Now, what makes you feel most like you? Only you know that. Only you know that. So do that. Do what you want to do. So it's a really cool picture. There's a copper still. It's sitting next to old aromatherapy books. They're gonna make some eucalyptus oil. So I love essential oils. That is the one thing that I have in the herbal community. There are some herbalists who are so anti-essential oil, and that was a little conflicting for me because I love herbs and I love oils. I love it all. You guys, I'm a lover, So it's what makes you feel most like you? You gotta just like what you like. You gotta just do whatever you want to do. Do not let yourself be swayed by popular opinion. And Eucalyptus also wants to tell us, before we sign off, to act ethically whether or not anyone knows. Okay? Work with clarity. Work with integrity. Be ethical whether or not anybody sees you or not. So just as eucalyptus clears the lungs, You will breathe easy. Breathe easy once again. Truth will give you direction. So what makes me feel most like me? Just being me. Just doing what I want to do. Just going in my own direction. Breathing deeply. Getting into those states of being where I don't have any heaviness weighing on my chest or holding me down, right? I am feeling free. I really, really am, because I am experiencing clarity. Yes, wow, what a good spread. Thank you, Good Girl No More. I really enjoyed going through those questions to reacquaint with my essence. You know, what have I let fall away that lights me up? What can I go after that I'm maybe a little scared to do? What do I need to embrace about myself? How do I come into harmony with myself? What does my inner child want me to know? And what makes me feel most like me? Those were all amazing questions. I'll be thinking about them all day. If you do this spread, let me know how that goes for you. Let Good Girl No More know how it goes for you. But most of all, let yourself know how it goes for you. So pull your cards, get your messages, reflect and reacquaint with your essence, and see how that's going to serve you today and this week. So yay, that was good. I really, really liked it. And I'm looking forward tomorrow on Wednesday, manifesting more inspiration. That's what we need to do in our life. Do what lights us on fire. Do what gives us strength. Really enjoy what we are doing. Really enjoy who we are being. And really get to know ourselves so very well. And let us be ourselves, and let us refresh and rejuvenate and love and appreciate ourselves. So on that note, namaste. So much love to you. Thank you for coming my way on Tarot Tuesday Tarot here at Ho. Much love, y'all. Much love.